Exodus chapters 7, 8, and 9 was the reading today. And we're in a section here in the story of the Exodus of the Israelites leaving Egypt, where there are these plagues that are being sent as a judgment upon Pharaoh and the people of Egypt. And I encourage you to go back if you didn't watch the opening video of Exodus, because it explains kind of the context and a good way to understand this, particularly with the mention of how Pharaoh's heart was hard or became hard or was hardened, and gives good background to that. Something that stuck out to me, particularly as it was talking about this plague of hail. It was, first of all, it's interesting. A lot of times we notice that God, as he's bringing this judgment, he shows a difference between the Israelites and the Egyptians, right? So the Israelites, the first plagues, it doesn't say anything about them not being affected. But then as the latter plagues, it says that they're not affected. And when the plague of hail comes, it says this, right? That hey, there's going to be a hailstorm that's going to be deadly, but it's not going to affect the land of Goshen, where the Israelites live. But then also it says anyone who is faithful or fears God or believes in the God of heaven, to go get your stuff out of the field, bring your livestock, bring your workers, your servants in, so that you preserve life. And it gives the account that they were people, right? That an indication is that they're not Israelites who are believing what God says, and these people, right, experience safety because they take the warning of God seriously. And I think that's kind of a beautiful thing, is that God is always providing a way for willing people, right? He doesn't want people to be hurt or experience hardship. In fact, the Bible talks about God's character being one that doesn't delight in the wicked experiencing negative consequences, but wants people to turn and experience life and joy. And I think we see that here in this picture of these different plagues happening in Egypt. And that just kind of struck me, because I'd never really thought about that as I'd read through this story before. That not only was God protecting his people, but he was giving an opportunity for anyone who's willing. And we'll see that more as we go through the different plagues of Egypt, that there's always an opportunity for response to God. And when we respond to God's calling on our lives, there's blessing that comes with that. So I hope that you are responding to God's calling in your life.